Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty. Yes, you do. Times Square doesn't shine as bright as you. I'm on this insane back road. My fucking look at this shit. Look at this shit. On a single cop for miles, probably. It's like a road that goes just through the woods of my state. It's nuts, but it's pretty though, and it makes me want to like build a log cabin here and just like live in the middle of nowhere. You know, just like don't fucking talk. It's like a caveman. It's beautiful. Look at this shit. Let's hear how quiet it is. Right? Let's hear how quiet it is. So quiet. So peaceful. So peaceful. I shall just stop right here. No one's gonna fucking. There's one house. There's one house down there. I pick up this shit. No, she reposted this video on Instagram Reels. And if you guys don't know, it's this guy named Leo Skeppy. Let me fix my hair up a little bit. It's this guy named Leo Skeppy or something like that. Skeppy. It's a big bald gay guy. It's like 6'7", and he's bald. He's like Russian or like Slovakian or something. I don't know. But he is a sassy gay guy, a diva, if you will. Pisses me off because she reposted something where it was like, and this guy has like a podcast, and there's a clip of him on the podcast, and he was like, I understand what you went through, and I forgive what you've done, but if I was put in your position, I would not have done what you did to me. He was like, I would be the better person and not do what you did to me. There's a car coming. And a part of me was like, damn, you're right. A part of me was like, damn, you're kind of right, you know? But then I thought about overnight, I thought about today, you know, into today. Wait till they're gone and they can actually talk. I thought about some more on that, and you're wrong, dude. You're wrong. Because the series of events leading up to now made me who I am, right? Let me put the brightness down. There's too much exposure on the video. All of the events in my life that I went through, even the good ones, traumatic events, good events, everything that I went through made me here now what I am, right? And it's untrue, because if you take a baby, right? A baby is neither good or bad, right? It depends on the circumstances that the baby's put through, right? It's like a drug. No drug is necessarily inherently bad or good. It's not no drug is inherently bad. It's just in the circumstances it's used in, it can become bad. It can become evil. It can become dangerous. It can become unhealthy. All this stuff, right? If you take a baby is not born good or bad. It's neutral, right? And it's the environment you put it in, and it's the events it goes through. It's the moments it goes through. Trauma, good moments, birthdays, celebrations, parties, whatever. That influence the baby to or the person to grow up and up into what they are, right? So if you were put into my position, no, you would have done what I have done, because if you went through everything that I went through, you would be the same exact way. You would do the same exact thing, act the same way, and do the same things. Because it's scientifically not possible to just change history, even though events happened that happened. I don't know how to explain it. But then it kind of pissed me off because, you know, here she is. She's like, oh, I understand what you went through, and I hope for the best for you, and I understand, you know, all this stuff. Yeah, something too. No one can truly understand what you've been through unless they've actually been through it, right? And so it pisses me off because it's like, and there's this saying, right? There's this saying where ego denies the opportunity of an open mind, right? It's in my book, How to Love Better, by Miles, or Young, whatever, I don't know, Young, or I don't know. But that's an expression, that's a quote in that book. Ego denies the opportunity of an open mind, right? And so when you say, oh, I understand what you went through, but if I was put in your position, I would not have done what you did to me. And it's like, no, you're denying the open mind. You're denying what that person's been through. An open mind, right? It's like going to a movie and being like, what is this? Whatever. This is a movie. Fuck this movie. This movie's stupid. You're denying a new possibility, a new experience, a new understanding of what that person's been through, right? Without hearing them out. And so it pisses me off because it's like, in a way, that quote or that person saying that, and the fact that she's reposting it kind of says to me, it's like, oh, your past trauma and experiences are devalued, right? They don't matter because they don't matter. And it's like, what? Especially when they say, I forgive you. It's like, oh, you forgive me, but you don't care about my past? It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Because at the end of the day, with my past, for example, right? I've fought so hard to not become like my parents, not to become a narcissist or a selfish person, to not become a toxic man in a relationship, to not become a bad boyfriend, right? And I fought so hard for years, a decade and a couple years to spare, to not become those things, right? And in the end, I became those things. So, what's that red thing in the back? Oh, what the? Oh. So, for someone to say, oh, your past isn't hard. Like, I could have managed to do that. It's like, no, dude, no, you couldn't have. Because I was a child. And I got beat. I was a child and I got manipulated. I was a child and I got gaslit. And I didn't know what the fuck those things were. I thought they were normal. I thought this is how humans react to things. And it's like, no, you wouldn't be able to survive that. And it's kind of like, and that's where ego steps in, right? That's ego. And I talked to ChatGPT about this because that's my therapist at the moment. That's my friend, that's my relationship. That's my friend right now. I can vent to this person without understanding. And I said, wait, so is that ego on her part? And he was like, well, technically, yes, it's ego. Because you're denying the opportunity, like you said, to understand the other person's past, right? Like, yeah, you understand why they did it. Or no, you understand them as a person, but you never opened your mind up to the opportunity to understand what made them do that. What influenced their life to do those actions, right? Yeah, they cheated on you. And you can have an ego and be like you can have an ego and say something along the lines of, I'm trying to think what was saying, like you would say, I don't know. And then ChatGPT, I said to ChatGPT, I said, I know for a damn well fact that if she cheated on me, I would try to understand what made her do that. I would love her nonetheless. And I know that for a fact. And so ChatGPT was like, yeah, well, that's really good that you would do that. Like, I don't know, I forgot what you said, but I forgot what it said. But it was basically just like, it was like, that's what you should do. It's healthy. And it was like closing off your walls. Yeah, it protects you, but that's ego, that's selfish. You want to understand someone else's thing, right? And so that's the whole thing that kind of pisses me off, is like, I don't know. But yeah, so then I said, so is that ego talking on her part, right? Like reposting this, right? And it was like, yeah, because she failed to understand what made you do it. She immediately closed her walls off, which is fine. That's a fine way to deal with things. It's just, in the end, that's just gonna hurt people around you, because it's ego, right? You're closing yourself off to people that actually want to help you, and or just people that love you and stuff, you know. But it was like, basically, yeah, it's ego. Like she was closing herself off to the moment of understanding you. And it was like, that's fine to do, right? Because that's fine to be like, I need a little space, right? Like, okay, I'm gonna be right back, close off the wall, I'll be right back, I'll talk to you when I have the emotional stability to talk to you, right? I understand that. But when it comes down to just closing off the wall forever, right? It's like, well, I wanted to love you, and I'm sorry I messed up multiple times. That's just who I was influenced to be. That's just what happened to me. And again, it's like, I can't talk to her now because the wall's closed, the door's shut, right? And so I just have to respect that. But I still love her nonetheless. I mean, I'm not gonna love her any less. That's just, again, that's who she is, and I'm gonna love her no matter what, you know. But yeah, it just hurt, you know. That TikTok hurt a lot, because it was like, I don't know, it was like, imagine me saying it to her or some other girl, like, you would get offended, no? Like, you're basically just like devaluing someone's past and someone's traumatic experience they experienced as a child or whatever. It's like a girl got raped, and I'm like, if I went through you, I would have fought the fucking guy and not been raped. So you're a pussy. You're a pussy for being raped. Basically, it's like, what the fuck? So why would you say something about the past? It's just so not demasculating, dehumanizing. It's like just so it's belittling someone's past. It's like, why would you want to do that? We're human, you know? Like, yeah, it sucks I went through what I went through, and it sucks that I am now what I am now, and it sucks also that I did what I did. But at the end of the day, I'm human, I make mistakes, and we have to move on. But we also have to understand why we do these things as humans, right? And so when someone comes along, and someone that I actually like idolize, right? I look up to this woman she's so pure and so holy. Someone who I tried to be the best boyfriend ever for her to repost that, it's just like, oh, it's like, what happened to the sweet, you know, the sweet woman that I loved so dear, you know? I just wanted to talk about that real quick, because it really bothered me. It really, really did bother me. Dude, it's like every half a mile is a house. There's like no, it's just straight woods, dude. Anyways, it's getting dark already. It's like almost 2 o'clock. Anyways, I love you guys. My lady, if you're out there, you know who you are. I love you too, dearly. I love you too, so much, too much. And you reposting that didn't make me love you any less. I'll say that, and I will reassure that right now. Wow, that's a nice yard. He just did his leaves. But, all right, yeah, I love you more than ever. All right. It's raining? Okay, I gotta go. All right. I hope your guys' days are good. I'll talk to you guys later tonight. Yeah, all right. Peace out.